Welcome, One Love. Hey, One Love, should I say. Welcome to the first day of One Love University. We know here at One Love, we are about single parent support, right? And in the process of growing the parents, supporting the parents, being there for the parents, encouraging the parents, working with the parents, we are sowing seeds for the future, helping them to be better because what are the children without the parents, correct? Now, in this process of teaching and learning and growing and lifing as we're all doing, we are seeking positive ways of navigating this thing called life, right? And we're trying to do it together, okay? That's what we all joined this group for, right? So today is the first day of One Love University. In this course, we're going to go through everything, and I mean everything. If it's life related, we're going to talk about it, we're going to discuss it, and we're going to see how we can move through it and navigate it together. We're going to encourage each other, we're going to support each other. We might have some moments where we may have tears, but at the end of the day, we're going to have all of it because that's all life. And the thing I learned today that I'm going to share with you, which began One Love University in one day, only a father can do that, is really deep though. So this is the first day of class, but we're going to have class as often as we got something to learn about this thing called life. So we're going to start off today. We're going to go through the lesson. I'm going to, of course, give you my theory, my hypothesis, and then you're going to have an assignment. And when we come back, I'm looking forward to this assignment got me excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to bring for you, me, for everybody. Okay, so now that we've made our introductions, again, I am Professor Denise. Pleased to make your acquaintance. And thank you for being here. Now, as you may see behind me, my shower curtain. But this is also a good example of life. As you can see, Mari's old, he used to love the turtles. So I don't know if it's clear to you or not, but these are the turtles. We got Donnie, Leo, Johnny, Ralph, Mikey. And then these are the NYC little shell caps, right? But at the end of the day, these are all representatives of people, as well as changes in our character, our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings, our day, our lives, our weeks, our years, our months. So it's multifaceted, y'all. We're gonna go through all of it. So let me tell you, today, we're just gonna start out with today, right? Say for instance, we're just gonna look at the four characters up here. You see how they're all on, they could be headed toward, they're all on some form of path, right? No matter which way they go on, it's up to them to decide. But the thing is, they are on a path. So there's no really right or wrong way. They could choose any way to go, right? It can, and as they go on their paths, clearly they're going to cross paths. They're going to walk in the same direction in some ways. They're going to be going opposite each other in other ways. They could be even, who knows, right? It's totally up to them to decide because God gave them free will. Right? He gave all of us free will. So there really isn't a right or a wrong answer. There is a different answer. So when I look deeper into that as well, that goes to religion, that goes toward your job, that goes toward your spouse, that goes toward your children. There are just so many different paths that you can take in all of them. The only way that I can see that there can be a wrong or a right is if you have a destination, or if the creator has a destination for you to reach and yet you don't reach it. Give you an example. We got Donnie here, right? So this is Donnie. This is where he currently is. If his destination is supposed to be here, and he take his path and he go all the different ways. Oh, look, he got close. He might get there, right? His journey was his journey, though. Now, if he took his path and he just went everywhere else, reached his destination that the Creator lined out for him, does that mean he's right or wrong? I don't believe so. In the sense that he never reached his destination, that would be wrong for him, but only him. Because at his destination is the best version of everything that he could ever think of. But if he never reached that, then who else? That's really the greatest loss, and also the loss for whoever he would have benefited or, been a source of something for. But at the end of the day, God says that he provides for all of his people. So even if he decided not to reach his destination, God will have somebody else do it. Because he gave us all free will. So is it really right and wrong? It's just different. Now, me personally, I identify with Donnie. So I do feel that I have a destination here. I feel I have a destination there. I have a destination in many places. So my path is going to move, but I'm going to follow as I'm led. The scripture says that he's a light unto our feet and a lamp unto our path. I always get them twisted. It might be the other way around, but he's a light. He's our guidance. He's our direction. And so I follow that when I feel he lead me. And so I'm going to take a lot of different roads. And according to some people, some things may not be right for them, and that's perfectly fine. But for me, my path is my path. And when I look at the fact that this may be me, this may be my sister, this may be the person I walk to in the street, this may be my brother, the thing is, these are all different people. We are all on our own path. We're going to bump into each other when we get to the same road. I may be going one way and I want you to come with me, but you may be led another. So I might feel like you're going wrong for whatever reason that you decide to go with, right? At the end of the day, you still on your journey. So I don't feel like anything that you do to me is intentionally based on me as you living your life. I'm not angry with you about things. Not now. There are times that we are singled out. Trust me, I know. I gotta tell y'all about that. That was funny. But people was picking with me and everything, but at the end of the day, it's still my choice. This is the other thing that tripped me out about these. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring it close because I was tripping. Now we got. Matter of fact, I can just. That's not working out. How about this? We got Donnie. We got Mikey. Ralph. And Leo, right? Now, I can identify with all four of them at different times in my life. Like all four of them. Right now, I identify more closely with him. I'm really into studying and learning and growing, which I always have been, but this is where I reside. I used to be him. I used to be fiery. Don't play with me. Ooh, don't make me think you did something. Don't let it look like you did something. The thing is, it's still a part of me. I can always go back, but I don't go back without a reason nowadays. Of course, I got the fun side, the party side. I will hype up your party. I will hype up my party. This is 50-50 for me, though. I'm here and there sometimes. I'm like, no. And the least, honestly, I feel like it's him. I know that we are all have a job and a position, but I'm not interested in leadership, to be honest. I just want to lead my life. Now, that's how I look at it, though. As far as leadership, because this is why I see Leo as. He was a leader of the group, right? Now, the most dominant side of that for me is that I believe in leading my life. I believe in focusing on what I'm supposed to be doing, making the right direction, choosing the right direction, making the right choices. I feel like as far as leading other people, see, he was leader of that group. That's why I'm like, I don't know about that. Everybody's supposed to just do their own thing. Hey, make right choices. You're good. Learn from your choices. And then, However, I know that God is a God of order. So in that, I will humbly do whatever he called and is required of me. So speaking of that, again, when I look back at this and I see the different paths for different people, my theory and my hypothesis is that when we look at the fact that we are all just living our lives, we don't have to be as angry. We don't have to take stuff so personal. We don't have to feel like, you out to get me. You can just understand that this person living their life. So that's my theory. My hypothesis is that if more people looked at this and realized that everybody's got a journey, and if they focus more on their journey, realizing first and foremost of all things, like, look at this. If this is the roadmap that God created for us, that this is life with all its twists and turns and beautiful disarray, but at the same time organized, like pattern. We can't be upset about the roads, right? God gave them to us. I mean, He always gave us options, and He gave us free will to exercise. We do that on these right here on the roadmap. And look at the landscape that was beautiful. That's nothing but God. So we cannot be upset when other people make the choices that God gave them. Right? And my theory is that. So my hypothesis, again, is if more people realize that we all just living, we all just learning, we all just growing. And if we give people the benefit of the doubt that they are just doing that as well, whether they doing it or not, just give them the benefit of the doubt, because that's still their journey at the end of the day. And it's still your journey. And you can choose to be on the peaceful side of things, or you can choose to be wherever you want to be. It's a lot of roads. You can choose multiples. Just keep choosing for you. Now, again, this is the first day of class, and when I tell you I have some deep stuff I want to share, I don't know. Just know next class session, be prepared, do your homework, which is try it out. Okay, I have done this for the past, I say, about a few months now. It's a very peaceful life. Your assignment, students, is to implement that. Think about the roadmap. Every time you see a pattern or something like that, think about the fact that people have choices. They got the right to make whatever choice that they're going to make. The same way you have the right to make your choices. So make your choices based on what is best for you. That also negatively impacts anybody else, right? This was the other thing I saw in this. Say, for instance, you're on a path with somebody. Say these two walking together, right? They decide they're going to be in a relationship, so they're walking together. They get to this point here and they want to go different ways. You can easily go your direction, right? Without now you could just not care and be like, hey, F you too, blah, blah, blah. I encountered that a lot. Turn somebody down and then all of a sudden, you the worst person in the world. Okay. Or you could just, go about your business, wishing them well, knowing that you're going to be well as well. At the end of the day, both of y'all going different ways. It's just one carries a little bit more heavier energy than the other, and one sets you free. But it's totally up to you. And I don't believe either one is right or wrong. They're different. The only right or wrong is going to come from only you can feel that. If it's wrong for you, then you're not going to feel right. You're not going to be content. If it is right for you, you'll be just fine. So do what's right for you. All right, y'all. This has been our first day of class. I do hope you have paid attention, and I hope you took your notes. And please be ready with your assignments when we have session again. I would like to collect your assignments by you commenting on your results. So if you do the homework, that means that you are constantly thinking about the roadmap. When you encounter people who are moving in a direction that is completely opposite of yours, you wish them well. You send them away with positive energy, praying that their path is lighted and that they can make the best decisions, and you move on in that same light. as often as you do the homework, you'll see the results. Great day, beautiful people.